What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another G80 DIY video. This is my 2023 G80 M3 and today's video is sponsored by the guys over at Carbon Culture UK. They've been a sponsor on the channel here for a little while now. They had made me some custom parts for my F80 M3 several years back, and today we're actually going to be putting on some custom parts on the G80. So we've actually got some custom made things that are a one of one at this point, but they will be starting to make these as time goes on, but I am kind of the prototype. So what I did was I sent them my stock side grills. I had an extra set, so I sent them some stock side grills for them to completely custom make a new design that doesn't exist on the market yet. So I have got some customized fully carbon side grills that are actually custom painted British Racing green to match. So super excited to get those on. And again, they have been a sponsor on the channel, so huge thanks to them. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and unbox these, show you guys what we've got, and then we're gonna go ahead and install them. So let's get to it. Like I mentioned, today's video is sponsored by Carbon Culture UK. They've been a sponsor on the channel here for a while now. Like I said, I've gotten some parts from them in the past from my for my F80 M3, and so as you guys can see, this is what their website is. It's carbonculture.uk. They're based in the UK, obviously, and they have a ton of parts. They do a lot of customized parts. It's a very similar company in terms of customization and custom paint, things like that, as our I&D distribution here in the States. But as you guys can see, we've got products here for the F80 M3, F82 M4, the G8X M3 M4, and the G87 M2 as well. They also do a ton of work if you're local to Carbon Culture. If you've got random cars that need some, you know, paint, bodywork, carbon, that sort of stuff, then definitely go check them out. So they also, as you guys can see here, do stuff for Toyota, Volkswagen as well. They've got stuff here for 1 Series, 2 Series, 3 Series, 4 Series, 5, 6, and the X3 as well. So a ton of different stuff here. Like I said, they've got fabrication and repairs that they can do. They sell merchandise. So they've got some in-house products. As you guys can see, they've got custom key rings, custom bonnet props, key covers, things like that. And so they are really, really awesome to work with, really customized parts. And also check them out on Instagram at carbon_culture UK. So this is their page here as well. So, and again, this took some time, obviously, to get my parts because they are completely one-off, one of one at the moment. And yeah, so they do some really, really fantastic work. So super excited to get these on the car. All right, so I wanted to show you guys a couple different grill styles, and these are what the factory OEM grills look like. So these are gloss black. They do have a little matte black design here, and then these are gloss black, and obviously the M3 competition badge there as well. And so we are replacing these, both driver's side and passenger side. So on my previous G80 M3, I actually had a set of these. So these are just really cheap, flimsy, thin carbon fiber. These were from like Alibaba or something like that, and so they're pretty cheapo. I mean, they got the job done, but as you guys can see, like, there are, you know, some weird kind of, you know, the quality of carbon just isn't great. It has a decent weave, I guess, but they're just kind of cheap and flimsy. So this is kind of the typical design that you see that most guys run, but these are the completely customized, custom made versions from Carbon Culture UK. And so, like I mentioned, they do have a little bit of custom design here. I&D has done something similar like this. So these are custom color matched British Racing green on the stripes here. And as you guys can see, the design is a little bit different because they kind of incorporated some of the OEM design with this piece here. And so just to show you guys a comparison of how they look here. So it has kind of some similar OEM design elements to it. And so nothing like this exists on the market currently. Additionally, with the larger piece here being carbon, you can see how much thicker it is in that middle section there. So with that being said, you can't use the OEM badges here. So we actually have some completely customized, custom made, custom sized M3 badges, M3 logos right there. And I went with the gloss black version. So here is the driver's side. So that's kind of a unique design element. With this part being, thicker and bulkier, it, created a smaller space here. So that's why we had to do custom sized badges. And unfortunately, with this being this thick here, with this cool design, we don't have room for the competition badge. So it's just going to say M3 on the side, which is totally fine by me. It's nice and subtle. And these are 3M taped on just like the OEM ones. So if I decide that I don't want them anymore, I can easily pull them off and not use them. But additionally, on the back side, you'll see, so it's got these 3D printed little pieces here, and compared to this one here, that are a little bit cheaper looking, and they these aftermarket ones typically don't come with these little retaining clips, and so that's really awesome that they were able to recreate these, 3D print these clips to hold them in place, and just like a bulkier design to these. And so super excited to get these on. Additionally, I just want to show you a little bit close up of the carbon weave on the Carbon Culture UK versus the cheaper Alibaba version. You can kind of just tell the quality difference. I mean, just the level of detail here. Super nice. All right, so first things first, I went ahead and put some painter's tape here against the paint just to protect anything. Additionally, you'll want to do is get some of these little trim tools, something thin plastic that's not going to damage your paint. This I've just had over the years, probably from I&D distribution, but as you guys can see, it's very flimsy and thin, and it allows me to kind of get my tool back in here in order to push those clips back in. So as you guys saw on the Carbon Culture set, there are actually, here's kind of what it looks like. There's 3 of these retaining clips that we need to kind of push in order to release. Additionally, I think the factory grills here have a little bit of tape on the backside. You could heat it up if you wanted to, but I don't think it's totally necessary. And then you just want to be careful with these 3 on this side, because when you release these 3, you don't want to just like rip it out. You want to kind of pull it this way. So I'll show you kind of what the process looks like, but just take your time, be very careful. And again, these little tools come in handy because you're not going to be able to do it by hand. So, and I would strongly advise not using a screwdriver. I've seen videos of people using screwdrivers, and you just don't want to risk that. So you'll hear some popping noises. It's just the clips starting to release. There we go. And don't drop it. But other than that, you'll see that they all came out. Everything's intact. You just need to push in these 3 areas, and it's a little bit sticky, but not very much. So it's more so just like vibration foam. So anyway, we could add some foam in here, something similar to this, just to keep any rattling out. I'm not sure that it's necessary. I don't think I've done that before, but here's a comparison of the factory versus the Carbon Culture version. So super nice. So additionally, while I'm here, I'm going to just take some detail spray here and clean up the little watermarks back down in here. All right, so at this point we are able to reinstall the new one here. And so again, on the back side here, you'll see that we've got these 3 little tabs. Those will go slide into here, and then you'll push down on this side. So just follow my instruction here. Just be very careful, and it'll snap into place. Just like so. And those fit really well. So super nice fitment. They did a really good job on these. And again, this is just a prototype. This is the first one, and looks really good. All right, so there's the passenger side. As you guys can see, fits really, really nicely. And I just love the subtle touch of the BRG stripes there. Really just ties everything in together. I'm a big detail guy, so that's a huge opportunity for a nice subtle detail. And then having the small little badges there also complements, and it fits really, really well, as you guys can see. So I think just all these little carbon bits that are eventually going to go on here is all going to tie together and look really, really great. All right, so it's the exact same process here on the driver's side. These look so cool. Love it. The fit and finish is really, really awesome. Alright guys, so here's the final product. It's the driver's side. As you guys can see, fit and finish is just unreal. Paint match is really good as well. I'll insert some pictures at the very end here just so you can see what it looks like out in the sunlight, but it looks really clean. Nice and subtle. And then of course we have the passenger side over here as well. Super nice. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video on the install for the carbon fiber side grills, compliments of the guys over at Carbon Culture UK. A link will be in the description below to their website if you want to check them out. And if you're looking for some custom painted parts, definitely hit them up. They are awesome to work with, and they do some really, really awesome stuff. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns about anything we've done in the video, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Thanks for watching.